Hello and welcome to the Sweet Southern Sports Podcast, where we talk about SEC sports. Today I'll be looking at the Mississippi State Bulldogs football team for the 2025 season predictions. Let's start off by looking at the keys to a strong season. So first, the Bulldogs really need to lean on their experience. So they do have 9 returning starters on offense and then 7 returning players on defense. They did go 2-10 last year, so they had a really rough year. But it's going to be important that that group can stay really tight knit and play together. The next thing is also that they play with a next play mentality. So things typically have not gone great for this Bulldogs team. Things go south pretty quickly, especially with such a tough schedule in the SEC. This team really needs to just stay strong and stay together. If they start to dwell on past plays or think about past games, they're really going to struggle even more. So it's going to be really important that they recognize that, hey, when a mistake happens, move on to the next play and try to make the games close. Levy really needs to figure this out. So Jeff Levy, second year here, um, has a lot that he needs to do with this football team to kind of figure out. Hopefully, this year they have some improvement and it's seen. But again, there's only so much time as a head coach that you have to really show that you are the right leader for a team. So it's going to be important that he does that. So let's look at the schedule. They start off with at Southern Miss. I actually think this could be tougher than people think, but I think they will get the win. Then they have Arizona State uh, coming into Davis Wade Stadium. So a super weird team to come in there. Arizona State should be pretty good this year. I think Arizona State wins the game, but it will be a fun game to have them visiting Mississippi State. Alcorn State, they'll win that one. Same with Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois is the team that stunned Notre Dame last year, so who knows? But I think Mississippi State will be able to get it done. So they open the season 3-1, looking great. But then they have Tennessee and Texas A&M. So I do see Tennessee coming in. I think they're gonna have a really good defense, really explosive offense. So I think it's just gonna be too much for the Mississippi State team. Again, they've really struggled offensively and defensively. I think Tennessee will show them and dominate them pretty much on both sides of the ball when it comes to that game. At Texas A&M, I don't think Mississippi State will have a chance to move that offense. I think Texas A&M will pretty much just run the football consistently throughout the game and just pretty much handle them minute by minute. I think Mississippi State will get blown out pretty good here. Then they go into a bye week, and then coming off of that bye week, they have a really tough stretch. So they have at Florida versus Texas, at Arkansas versus Georgia, and at Missouri. I see them losing all of these games. So at Florida, you have to deal with DJ Lagaway and that explosive offense. I think they lose that one by quite a bit. Texas comes in. I think Texas will look to again finish them off as quickly as possible as they have national title hopes. So they want to keep that team fresh. So I think they'll beat them as quickly as possible. At Arkansas could be a really good game. I just think Arkansas with Pittman being on the hot seat, especially that they just are going to fight for him no matter what, and they have some pretty talented guys, especially at the quarterback position with Green. I think Arkansas will find a way to win, especially being at home, so they lose that one. Then Georgia comes in. I think Georgia, again, they are another team that has that national championship hope. I think they'll come in and try to finish them off as quickly as possible. And then at Missouri, Missouri is one of the toughest teams to look at. They have a lot of transfers coming in. But I think Missouri, talent-wise, will just be much better than Mississippi State, and they'll find a way to win that one, especially being at home. So with all this said, it's looking really rough on the Mississippi State season. They have a bye week before the Egg Bowl, which is usually a very fun game, typically a lot closer than people think. But I do think Ole Miss finds a way to win. I think Lane Kiffin gets his team ready to go. They're not going to slip up this late in the year. And I think Ole Miss beats Mississippi State, which brings their record to 3-9, 0-8 in conference. Best case scenario would be 7-5 if they can just find some wins against like Arkansas, the Missouri game, Arizona State. Can they stun that team? But there's just a lot that would need to go right for that to happen. 2-10 is very possible. That at Southern Miss game and that Northern Illinois game, both of those could be a little bit closer than people expect. So 2-10 could be their worst. I definitely would lean uh, more to their worst season than their best case scenario, just because I think it's going to be a tough year to be a Mississippi State Bulldog. But thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe and look for more video content in the future.